So how do you get 100% bond finance on buy-to-let property? Did you know that the power of buy-to-let property lies in using other people's money? And by other people's money, I mean the bank's money. Now the way it works is people save money in the banks, and then the bank lends that money to you, and you buy property with it, and then you get a tenant paying the bank back. So that's basically how buy-to-let property works. I'm Neil Forster, your buy-to-let coach, and today we're talking about getting 100% bonds. Now, when I do the numbers, well, you might ask, why would I want to get 100% bond? Apart from the immediate cash flow situation, up front you've got to put down a higher deposit. If you get 100% bond finance, when you do the numbers after a year, your return on investment is exactly double if you get a 100% bond compared to a 90% bond, which is startling. And when I talk to people, sometimes people look at me like, what, you actually mean you can get 100% bonds nowadays? And I say, yes, it's a lot of our business is 100% bonds at the moment, in fact most of it. And all the banks have their own lending criterion. So let's get into it. How do we get this magical 100% bond? The first thing you have to do is you've got to have a clean credit record. Now by clean credit record I mean no judgments, no defaults, and especially your bank score. There's an internal bank score, and that's relating to things like your personal credit card. Make sure it gets paid on time every single month. Banks keep score of that. And then in South Africa we have the Banking Credit Act to deal with. The banks have to work within that framework, and they have to comply with a certain affordability criteria. They have to assure themselves that you can afford it. So their rule of thumb is that they don't want your bond repayment to be more than 1/3 of your salary. So on a bond of 600,000 Rand, where you have a bond repayment of about 6,000 Rand, you need to earn about 20,000 Rand a month just to get a bond. But now we want to ramp it up from a 70 or 80% bond to a 100% bond. So how do we get there? So let's look at some numbers quickly. We're looking at a 600,000 Rand bond, and your bond repayment on 600,000 Rand at prime at the moment is approximately 6,000 Rand. It's just under. It's about 5,900 a month. But let's use 6,000 Rand as an example. And then you've got to show the bank, to be able to get that 100% bond, you've got to show them that you can afford not only 6,000 Rand, but an extra 2,500 Rand. So the bank will do an income and expenditure exercise with you, a monthly one. They look at your salary and so forth, and you've got to show them that you've got to spare 2,000 plus 6,000. If you can show them that you can afford 8,500 Rand a month extra in your monthly budget, then you'll get your 100% bond. It's actually as simple as that. And then I've got a list of questions here. In terms of 100% finance, people say to me, can I get 100% finance for a company or a trust? And the short answer is no, you can't. The banks don't really like trusts and companies that much, and they'll give you 80% finance. That's in the short term. But we have a way around that as well. And when I can't discuss all these things in this kind of forum, but when I have one-on-one coaching sessions with our club members, we go through all the various structuring that we do to be able to get you 100% finance. And the same really applies to self-employed people. A lot of self-employed individuals, like I'm one of them, will come to me and say, can I get bond finance? I'm self-employed. And the truth there is the banks don't like you either. I've been running my business for 15, 16 years, and it's easier for my secretary to get bond finance than me. She uses a payslip and 3 months salary, a payslip and 3 months bank statements, and she applies for a bond. I've got to go through a real ringer. And then another question I get is once people say, hey, can I actually get a 100% bond? It's amazing. The next question is, can I get more than 100% bond? And the answer is yes. I've helped many of my club members get multiple 100% bonds. I think our record this year is one individual got 800% bonds. So yes, we can do it. We can help you. We can help you along the line. Everybody's affordability, everybody's life history, everything is a little bit different. So there's no one size fits all. But we know how to get around most of the objections. So that's all for today. We're shooting from a very rainy Edenvale. We've just survived a Gauteng hailstorm, and we had to wait. This video should have been shot about an hour ago, but anyway, here we are. If you find there's anything in this video that's of benefit to any of your friends, please like it and then share it with your friends. And until next time, cheerio.